Bob in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Hey, Bob, what's on your mind?
Hello, Tom. I do appreciate you and all the work you do. I want to challenge your point of view a little bit here.
You frequently do, Bob.
I don't understand why you have an expectation that this matter of corporate fascist tyranny is somehow going to be resolved through the judiciary. Maybe 400, 500 years down the road when we're on another planet. I mean, I'm talking to all kinds of people, and there isn't really any progressive movement. We can't even discuss progressive ideas because we're too scared. Now,
I'm not scared, Bob. I don't know who you're talking.
So many people, both Republican, Democrat, and also independent people, have no hope whatsoever.
Wait a second, Bob. You think Bernie Sanders is scared? You think Sherrod Brown is scared? Jan Schakowsky's scared? Alan Grayson is scared? I'm scared. We're not scared.
Scared to death.
Oh, give me a break. Come on, Bob.
I think they're scared to death. I think the U.S. Senate is totally corrupted.
Okay, so if those people were not scared, how would you know?
They would be talking about issues that they are unwilling to discuss on the air.
They are.
They are not.
Okay, so so now we're getting into Bob's criteria for whether you're scared or not scared.
It's not Bob.
Did you see yesterday where Alan Grayson said, I stand with Ed Snowden? I stand with Glenn Greenwald, excuse me. I stand with Glenn Greenwald?
Snowden is not an elected official. Ed Snowden speaks from Ed Snowden's point of view. I don't think Ed Snowden should be persecuted and prosecuted. I agree with a whole lot of what you say. I'm just saying, how do you expect this to change when people are so enamored into the system that they disagree with?
I expect it to change because I want people to get involved in this. I want them to get involved in movement. Let me finish this thought here, Bob. I want people to get involved in movement politics, and most importantly, the biggest enemy to change is cynicism. The kind of cynicism that you're promoting right now that causes people, and in fact, I remember back in the 2004 election, this was one of the things when we were able to identify people who were calling the program, who were being paid to call in and pretend they were Democrats, and then would go off on John Kerry, that they, he's not going to accomplish anything, he's a wimp, John Evers just talks a good line. The whole idea was to promote cynicism, to cause Democrats to feel so bad. No, I'm talking about you, Bob. I am, Bob, you wanted to call me out, I'm calling you out.
I'm calling you out.
Okay, good luck. The kind of cynicism that you're promoting is not useful.
Cowards. And why don't you get the cynicism off the air and start talking about progressive issues?
I don't talk about progressive issues? Okay. Bob, it's always nice to hear from you. I frankly think that, embracing cynicism is not a useful thing. And just saying, hey, there's no solution to this. What the hell? Let's just go fishing. I don't think that works. Or, let's get the guns. I don't think that works either. We do have to get involved. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thom Hartmann here with you. And Catherine in Seattle says, you're a cynic too? Really?
I am a cynic, and, a lot of people would call you a cynic, by the way.
I suppose, but I don't think I am. I think I'm an optimist.
I don't see that particularly. I mean, you're pretty harsh with a lot of people, but that's okay. This government is based on lies. I mean, I'm tired of the lies. I'm very cynical. Mm-hmm. And, I have had so many experiences. Let me just give you one experience. I was in Moscow when Lee Harvey Oswald was there in the same place, October 26th.
In the radio factory, you mean?
No, I was at the Moscow consulate in Moscow, American
when he
consulate.
Was... Okay.
And 1959. And that's where I got really cynical. Huh. I'll tell you why. because, this guy was screaming on the other side of the door. I could hear everything he said. And he didn't mean anything to me. He hadn't shot Kennedy yet. In fact, I don't think he ever did. And I'll tell you why. This fellow came roaring out of the door and hit me. I got a good look at him. That was not Lee Harvey Oswald. Now, fast forward to the Los Angeles Times years later, 1963. I was sitting there reading about Moscow in 1926, 1959, Lee Harvey Oswald. That was not Lee Harvey Oswald. That was a short, heavy-set man, and he was, I had this verified by what they said in Mexico City. They showed a picture of, the embassies down there. This was not Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
Now, what's going on in this country? I mean, that's where I got very cynical. That was not Lee Harvey Oswald.
Sure.
Was he a
so here's the question, or the issue, I guess, Catherine. A genuine cynic would say, game over. That's it. We're screwed. We're toast. They've been lying to us. They've been gaming us. They own the system.
They have.
Let's just go out and have a drink. Eat, drink, and be merry, because tomorrow we're also going to be slaves. And an optimist would say, okay, a realist and an optimist, which I think I am both, would say, yeah, that's true. I don't know about your story with Lee Oswald, but it is true that we have been lied to a lot by our government, that we are continually being lied to by our government and by our corporations and by our billionaires and by our politicians. Sometimes we're told the truth. Sometimes good stuff happens. Sometimes bad stuff happens. But all of that we need to look at with a clear eye and ask ourselves every single day the question, what can I do to make this a better world? And then do it. And that's where cynics don't take that next step. And that's why I would not call myself a cynic.
I haven't heard any information about what to do about what's happening.
Okay, well, let me give you a great starting point. This is one of my favorites. If you have the access to the internet, go to movetoamend.org. Over 500 communities, including some 20 states now, I believe, have passed resolutions saying we need to amend the United States Constitution to say that corporations don't have the rights of persons under the Bill of Rights, and that billionaires cannot use their money as if it was free speech. These are doctrines that were completely invented by the Supreme Court and that have largely led to the takeover of our government that you're describing. If we the people can pass this, and we can do it without the federal government even being involved, if we get enough states, if enough people active in enough states, if we can pass this constitutional amendment, we can roll the United States back to the progressive era, and we can start making really significant changes. And there is a huge national movement to make this happen. I wrote a book about it called Unequal Protection, but there's other good ones out there as well. That's one starting point. There are other great organizations out there that are doing what they can. Tim Carpenter's group, Progressive Democrats of America, PDA, they're not affiliated with the Democratic Party at all. They stand on the outside and they push Democrats as hard as they can to be progressives, and they work to get progressives elected in primaries and to help people of goodwill infiltrate the Democratic Party. I'd love to see people of goodwill infiltrate, the Republican Party as well. But, if we just sit around and wring our hands, this country will go down the tubes. We have to do something, Catherine. And if nothing else, just show up at your local Democratic Party and say, I want to volunteer. I want to be the voice inside who is going to be speaking truth to power rather than the person on the outside who's just complaining about being helpless.